Hello everybody, I'm Donna. I'm from Purple Pinky Promises and welcome to you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'll just wait for people to hop on. If you're here, say hello, and I will get started right away. Is anyone out there? I know I posted a little bit earlier than usual as far as the live stream goes. That could be people were probably just waiting. What I need to do is leave myself something to do while I wait for people to hop on, so I'm not feeling like I'm hearing crickets. Is it alive in YouTube land? Anybody? Trying to decide what orientation, if there's a particular orientation to this die, and I'm not sure that there really is. I think you would be good either way. Yeah, you could go either way. Doesn't really matter. Hello, good evening, Lindy. Thanks for joining me. Yay, hi. Hip hip hooray, somebody's here. You started the party. Woot woot. So I'm going to start by walking us through what we're using this evening. We are going to be using this holly framed cover plate die from Catherine Pooler. Really, really pretty. It's been pre-cut. I don't know if you can see that gorgeous shimmer and shine. Might be a little hard to see, but it's shimmery and it's shiny. We've got it cut out of some glitter cardstock here. This is the Craft Perfect Tonic Studios, the sugar crystal. It's got some tint in it, which is perfect for this die because we've got leaves and we've got pine cones and all the pretty things. And then I've got some foam, just some craft foam that has been die cut so that we have a frame with some dimension. And then, so the focal point, which actually that frame is so pretty, it's hard to keep your eyes off of it. But I am going to use this set from Dare to Be Artsy. It's called Special Delivery. I'm going to use this post box and I'm going to pick a sentiment. I'm leaning towards sending a little Christmas magic because, I mean, all that sparkle and shine is really, really magical. And I'm just going to say, Cindy, you knocked it out of the park with these dies. Love them. Like every single thing in this set has a die that cuts it out, whether it be a sentiment or an icon. It has a coordinating die, and I absolutely love that. Thank you. This is wonderful. So, just a shout out to that. I love that when companies do that. It makes it so much easier on us makers when we're creating. Yay! Okay, So the first thing I am gonna do, I could have done this while I was waiting. I didn't even think about it. But I have this really cute paper from Fawn. It's gonna be my background. And it's called Candy Cane Lane, and it's the Snow Flurry. So I'm gonna use the snow as my background. And I think, so, and we've got alcohol markers and whatnot that we'll be using tonight also. I do need to move this out of the way. I thought I'm gonna start stamping first, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this background and then we'll get started with our stamping. All right. Here we go. Making sure good and even. So we've got 4 1/4. And then we're gonna go 5 1/2. Our whole card front. This frame fits perfectly on that card front. So that will be our background. Hip hip hooray. My cardstock just might be a smidgen large, so I'm gonna take just a little hair off of it. Like literally just a hair. When you guys are doing this, do you ever just like feel like you're hitting nothing? Sometimes you're wanting to take a smidgen off and it's not quite a smidgen enough. Okay, there we go. Woo, that was perfect. That was a smidgen for sure. It's a smidgen enough that it curled it. I'm cooking dinner, so I won't be very talkative. That's okay, Lindy. You can watch and listen. You're always here, so I appreciate you 100%, whether you're chatty or not. Okay. So this is how that is going to look. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, folks. That's our little backdrop. So cute, so pretty. And now we're gonna stamp. Let's do that. Let's stamp away. Oh, I was gonna cut up my paper. Oh well, I'll just cut it. Just cut paper. Yeah, because it's not quite, doesn't quite fit in there. Just pop this in. And I think, so I'm gonna use Memento because I have to tell myself that to remind myself to use Memento because we're coloring. And we're gonna color this little post box, which is just absolutely darling. And I'm gonna do that first, and then we're gonna come back in and stamp our sentiment. I do have some different paper that I'm using here. I'm using some Hammermill. It's a little slicker than our card base paper, cardstock that we use here. And so I'm gonna use something different for this sentiment. It's a little, it absorbs a little bit better, and so it won't smear. So, because this Versafine, it is a pigment, and it takes longer to dry. Hello, hello, welcome, good evening. Thank you, we did have a good Thanksgiving. I appreciate it. Okay, tell me your name again. Let's see, at YYKS1GI. And everything is so tiny on my screen, it's so hard for me to read. That's why I kind of have to lean in to see what you're saying. All right, let's get this steady. There we go. So we're gonna ink this up with Memento and get coloring. Get this cut out. But I will go ahead and cut out my sentiment. Eliza, thank you, Eliza. I appreciate you reminding me. The senior brain, you know. And actually, it's been a couple, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm gonna turn that over. Oh, yeah, boo-boo. I slid. Y'all. Y'all, I just threw my paper pad. Yep, I sure did. Well, let's see. We'll see if we can fix all that. I can cut another piece of this out, so that's not a big deal, but I don't know about this. Let's just stamp first. My word. Oh, gravy, gravy. This is not starting off very good. We're off to a great start tonight, folks. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, it's gonna have to be stamped more than once. I've never used this stamp before, so I'm gonna have to I should have conditioned it, but oh well. Oh my heavens to Betsy. I'm doing really well with this tonight. This is so thin, there's hardly anything to grab onto. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I may have to do that one more time. Yeah, I am gonna do it one more time. And I've decided I'm not gonna throw it across the room. I know, right? Right, ouch, is right. Oh, word. Okay, this one should do it. This should make it as clear as I want it to be, or crisp. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, folks. We're gonna have to fix this. Let's see. One of the things I just don't know if it's gonna ruin it though. So we have, I'm gonna set this aside real quick. We have this sand eraser and I don't know if this will help any, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Hey folks, we may have a solution here. This is pretty good. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna cut another piece. Yeah, because it's down in here. I just cut another one. It's okay. You know, it happens. Boo. I tried, you guys. I tried to be prepared. And by the way, sorry, Lori. She's the one that prepped this for me. Grr. All right. Actually, you know what, folks? This is what I'm going to do. So I actually pulled this out. I was going to try to rescue this one. We did a little test here today. We have started carrying the Griffin Empress Elite here. And she started out die cutting this die on the Big Shot. And it just, after several different passes, it was a struggle, which we've all had that before. And so I said, why don't you try running that through the Empress? And so she did. And this was one pass, you guys. That was one pass. It was beautiful. It was phenomenal. This is a very detailed die. I feel like I should probably just get a clean piece of paper because if I don't line it up just right, I'm just going to end up doing it again. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut up another piece of paper. Let's just do that. Let's do it. All right. We'll work with that later. And I need to clean it. All right, should we reset? Should we start over? We should do over. My Empress, I could try to bring it over here if you want the demo, we can do it, but, oh, this is 5.5. We're gonna do 5.5. Yeah, we're gonna do 5.5. So, I got a lot going on over here. I don't know if it'll reach, but we'll try. Oh, it's a little heavy. It is a little heavy. Okay, whoa, that's close. Let's see. I'll try to zoom out. There we go. All right, now you can see my messy desk. So here is our sandwich. Our sandwich is plate, shim. There is a shim underneath here, guys. Plate and shim. And then the magnetic mat. And then on top of that would be our paper and then the die. And I think it is an amazing thing. I was in awe. To be honest with you, this thing is such a game changer. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that down. And I've had a lot of different types of electric die cutting machines. So now this thing, I can turn it around to make it go out the other side, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't have space right now to turn it around. I don't have space over there to turn it. There we go. All right. That is a handy little feature, by the way. Just letting you know. And so all we had to do was whittle out, or all she had to do was whittle out some pieces. So I'll just pull it off and let you kind of see what this looks like. So it literally lifted out the die. So all I have to do is, this is fantastic. Incredible. I'm gonna pull this away though. Oopsie. And it does have this turntable. There we go. I think. There it is. Okay, folks. I'm about to knock something over. I've got wires everywhere. So with one pass, I'll just throw them out of here. You guys, I am so sorry. I ruined our time. Or I didn't ruin our time. I just wasted a little bit of time that we could have got done sooner. It kind of seems to be the story of my life. On live, that is. Oh, thank you. We have a bonfire night at the beginning of November. Oh my goodness. Thanksgiving, this end kept freezing. Oh, I'm so sorry. If in doubt, chuck it out. There you go. Yes, if in doubt, check it out. I like that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to remember that. So literally all you have to do is just whittle a few things, and it's really easy. It's not hard at all. I'll do this very quickly, folks. But how nice is this that one pass, guys? That's like what's baffling my mind. It came with, I mean, I had seen all the really good reviews for this, and I don't know why I didn't start my journey with this, but I have found my my electric die cutting machine. This is it, hands down. I love it. And I think it's going to change our life with cutting for classes. I'm so excited about it. All right. I know John will be excited because he does most of the die cutting for classes. And Lori also. So very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, done. Hip, hip, hooray. Just gonna make a big old mess. Tonight is my night to make the mess. Permission granted. All right. I gotta be careful. That's got ink all over it. I need to clean that off. Now, is this my, yep, that's for my sentiment. This we will die, I'm just gonna die cut this. I'm not gonna use, I'll use it, but I'm not gonna bring it back over to use it. It's just kind of heavy. It needs to stay in one spot. Okay, let's cut this. At least we got one part of this already cut. We just need to go to the 5.5. Woohoo! You know what? The nice part is that we didn't have it all glued together, right? It was all in separate pieces. I keep trying to figure out where I'm going to put stuff. So we can look on the bright side. And I'm keeping it as far away from ink as possible. Gravy, gravy. Let's die cut this. And I'm going to get our sentiment stamped and we'll just die cut all at the same time. Just going to Here we go. All right. Let's say a prayer that it all goes well. Stamp a sentiment. I have decided I am going to use that sentiment. Sending a little Christmas magic. I just think that sounds fantastic. Let's do it. Oh, I think this is not the right one. This is what I wanted. Yes. Okay. I could feel that slick. All right, we're gonna clean you off before we go any further. I made a big old mess. It's on my hands too. Womp, womp, womp. There should have been we should have had a sound machine that made a noise for me. Might have made it a little bit less dramatic for me at least. It's that initial moment where you're just like, seriously? All that hard work. Okay. Versafine Clair. Oh, I need to bring us in just a little, don't I? You guys can hardly see what I'm doing here. Come on. All right. Now I can't get it to zoom back in. There we go. My hands, it must be. Well, Well, I did it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, folks. Can't get it to zoom in. Here. Nope, that's as far down as it goes. My screen is froze or something up there. I don't know. 1 second. I'm trying to do it like. It is not letting me do it. You guys, I don't know what the deal is. All right, we're stuck. The grandmas have got me tonight, guys. It's always something. Always something. It is what it is. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Right? I need a little Christmas magic right now. I want to do it on my screen. I'm going to fiddle with this because it's bugging me that I'm so far away, you guys. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to try to go solo. And then, there we go. I think I can bring it in this way. Nope, it's not letting me, you guys. Huh. It will not let me. See, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's come back in just a little bit. Okay, there it is. Now, I'm gonna go back to this. And I think that's better. Woo! Yep. Yep, you got it, Eliza. Things were kind of going bottom up, but now we got it solved. We've got that solved at least. Back to that. Heavens to Betsy. All right, stamping is done. Now we gotta do a little die cutting. And then we can get it along. And just a little bit of coloring. I will put this out here. Let's see. Looks like we do have a die that goes with this. Yep, we do. I love this, love this, love this. Perfect. Oh my goodness. I've had some memorable lives. I've knocked things over, like my camera has fallen over. I've had some moments. I'm kind of like a bowl in a china cabinet when it comes to going live. If you want to feel better about yourself, just come watch me live. You'll feel great about yourself afterwards. Okay. Do I have it all? I do have it all. Yay. Let's start here. I'm gonna cut over here towards me. This is really a nice little feature of being able to do this. Turning it towards you. It's fantastic. I really like that. I really, really do. Okay. There she is. Oh, so cute. And there's our sentiment. Yay! All right. That was easy enough. And now we get to color. So, I picked out my colors ahead of time. I'm gonna go ahead and I did pick a blue that I thought would be really, really pretty for the snow. So I am gonna go around in places and just kind of get some blue going. I didn't bring out my color lifter. I might do a little bit of color lifting with it after the live. But I think that's good. And I'm just like kind of a hit and miss type of thing here. And maybe just one more spot. That's good. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm gonna try it up here one more time. Whoops, there we go. You can see that at all. Can barely see that blue, probably. I'll bring it up towards you. So just a little bit of blue there in places. Okay. And our tree is actually going to be a teal color. So I thought I would pull out these teals and kind of just play with it a little bit. I do kind of want it on the darker side so that we can go a little more on the evergreeny look. So I'm going to probably take my mid and my, yeah, I'm gonna start with the, no, I'm gonna go all over with the light. I might end up needing it. So I'm gonna go all over, I'm just gonna color it in with my lightest color. This is a group of colors. I cannot remember. These are Altenew markers. This one is B802 and it is Mountain Mist. The beauty of coloring with alcohol markers is you just kind of keep going back until you get it the way you want it to look. The color, yes, around the letterbox actually gives, it does, doesn't it? Ignoring me. See the question, bonfire, it sounds wonderful. We love a good fire. Yes, we do, absolutely. I didn't see, no, I didn't. I wasn't ignoring you. I did not see what you said. As a matter of fact, that was what was planned for my birthday this year, was a bonfire, but it was too cold and too windy. It was not going to work. So we stayed indoors and we played cards, and to our heart's content. We had a blast. It was so much fun. Lindy, how long did we... I know, teal is such a lovely color. I absolutely love it. I would agree with you, Eliza. How long did we play cards, Lindy? Gosh, from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till like 1 or 2 in the morning, was it? It was a long time. A very long time. Okay, I'm going to kind of go halfway. Now I'm going to take my next color, which is the B815. Oh, nope, sorry. It's B714 is the next color. So I'm just going to kind of go in with this one, and I'm just gonna kind of go along the edge here on some of these. And if I miss it and it's white, that's gonna be okay with me because it can look like snow. I'm good with that. And now I'm gonna go with my next, which is this one. Going in with the next color, just kind of going dark. Right along this edge. And then we're gonna kind of pull it all out, going back with the light. I'm gonna go with this darkest color. We're just gonna go a little bit here and there. And then I'm gonna take my lightest one and pull that all out. I'm not getting too worried about perfection. I'm just getting some shading going. And that's all that really matters. I'm trying not to get into my bulbs because those are gonna be a really pretty red. Okay. Hi, folks. Yeah. What did Lindy say? Okay, let's go light all over on this next side. Oh, this one might be a little dry. Well, folks, it's time to interesting. All right, I better close that up real good. It's time to refill this marker. I've had it for quite some time and haven't refilled. I use it in my classes too. All right, next color is B714, which is Volcano Lake. This lightest color, yeah, Mountain Mist. This next one is Volcano Lake. So I'm just kind of going along this edge here and maybe randomly on these darker spots. It's such a small space, it's kind of hard to even tell that it's got any highlights in it. Next color is B815 and it is Lagoon. Just kind of pulling that out a little. Random here and there. The nice part about this is that that is gonna look like snow. I like that. I like the white spots. Okay, here we go. This darker color is gonna wrap it up for this tree. And we'll head on to the bulbs. It's more light. Pull it out with the light. I'll have to hit this brush. It's got a little bit of something, something in it. All right. Yay! I do want a little more color there. I think I might go with this to pull out my color a little bit more. Yeah, except for a dinner break. We sure did. So there is that. Okay. I was just trying to catch up in the chat. The shot. What in the world? I can't even talk either. All right, we're gonna go with a really, I'm I'm gonna go with the lightest color. I think I'm gonna go with R301, and I'm gonna go with these three. We'll see how this goes. I may not even need them all, but I am gonna go around. This little birdie is gonna be mostly the pinkish color. Oh, this is very pretty. I like this. Very, very pretty. I'm really gonna like this. Get all the colors in there, and yeah, that birdie is definitely gonna be these two colors. Okay, so here we go. I'm just creating a little color to pull this out. I'm gonna go in here. I should have brought it back a little bit more. I'll come back with this color just a little bit. Oh, this color is so pretty. Or this blend is gorgeous. I love this. Where did it go? Here it is. So we're gonna pull all of this out with this lightest pink. So pretty. I love that. Yay. Okay. Now, I am thinking that the mailbox needs to be red. So I'm going to take these two darker colors and we're going to go with the mailbox on that. And I might use one of these lighter colors to pull it out, but I'm gonna go all over with this darker color. And then my flag is also going to be I'll definitely get around the edges with the darker color. The stripe is going to be teal. And I think we'll come back with, I might come back with the teal flag, or we'll see. We'll see. All I know is this is pretty. I love it. I am going to come with the brush. I think I'm going to just kind of get that dark going. Go around these. And just kind of filling in. My mailbox. Okay, so let's take this lighter one and just kind of create some shading here. Blending. Hope I didn't wait too long. Okay. Now, let's take this color up here. I think I am going to make my flag teal. I'm going to be rogue. Most of these mailbox flags are red, but I'm going to go rogue. Pull that out. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Eliza. Super sweet. All right, I'm just doing a little bit of blending, just pulling out that dark, bringing it out so it's not so stark. And I am going to take my darkest red, and I'm going to go around the edge of that mailbox so that we have a dark edge here. But I might meet it in the middle with a lighter color just for some highlights. That'll be pretty. So, they don't dry fast. I'm not quite sure if that helps answer. So like they stay wet on the surface just for a little bit. So you kind of need to pick it up. You kind of need to, you don't want to lay it down and let it sit for quite a while and then try to blend it. You want to try to blend it while it's still wet in the paper. But these are alcohol markers, so they blend. And yes, so these are Altenew artist markers, and they work like Copics. They're like a Copic marker. They're similar, and so you can use these to blend even with your Copic markers. If you had Copic markers, they work in tandem with that. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Okay, so I am going to go with this color I'm going to go right here. And I've carried these in my store from the very beginning. I'll take that back. I started out with Copics, but Copics kind of changed their little marketing strategy, which kind of left me reconsidering what I was going to sell in my store, and then I went with these, and I really like them, except for now I can't get the lid off. My hands are slick. In the winter, your hands get really dry. There we go. Can I come around? Right, exactly. They don't affect the nib when you color on top of a different shape. Exactly, 100%. So I'm going to take the edge here and come around here. There we go. And then we'll just pull this out. The shading can come out. Here we go. All right, that's all the red. Pop that back in. And I'm gonna do these two, the medium blues, I think, for my, there we go. You know what? Here we go, rogue again. And I'm gonna do Let's just do this color straight across here. A little lighter, I think. Yep. So we'll just kind of go. And let's take this flag. It's such a small little space. It's kind of hard to shade with it. But that's good. All right, here we go. Little birdie. I said I was done with all that. I wasn't. So let's go with, oh, and I didn't mention the colors that I used with the reds, did I? I'll list them below, but there was velvet and crimson. Those were the two reds that I used on the rouge and, oh, how rouge, and blush. That's what I'm about to use on the little bird. So we're gonna go all over, really light. I might pull in this darker or medium color here. We'll see how this goes. Down here. That's cute. Very cute. This would be really cute if I remembered to get my gel pen. That's okay. I think I'm happy with that. We're going to do this post and then be done. So I'm going to use warm gray. So this warm gray 1, Morning Frost, is the first one I'm going to use. And just kind of go all over. I wasn't really wanting to have a brown post. Don't ask me why. I really wanted, I didn't want it to be so stark brown. So I went with a warm gray, which has a little brown tint to it. So, and I'm really glad I did, because so I'm going to go in this wood grain with it. And I think I'll leave it at that. So that has some, now it's done. We are complete. There it, whoopsie, I'm trying to not move so fast. There it is. There's our little. So now I'm going to come back out just a little bit. There, okay. I think I agree with you on that, Eliza. Brown would have been too much. So that's why I chose that warm gray instead. I think that's perfect. Okay, so I need to glue my pieces together. So we have this to create some dimension, and then we'll glue this together and we'll pop this in. I think this is what, this was really all I was looking for, was for this to kind of sit in here, oopsie, and kind of sit. Kind of wanted it to sit down at the bottom. I may mark this. I don't want it to sit all the way at the bottom. I kind of wanted it to sit like in the frame-ish. But I don't know. I kind of like it just a little floaty. Just maybe centered in there as best as possible. All right. That's cute. And that's it. We'll figure that out in a second. Let's glue this together. All right. figure. Whoops. Another thing that would have been nice is to, okay, so one of the things I'm going to do the outline last. I'm just going to kind of come in here and just kind of hit and miss it a little. But, so one of the things I could have done, piece of fuzz there, is put some double-sided adhesive on this and die cut it out, like stick it to it and then cut it out. And then, run it through with this foam through the die cut machine so it would like press it in and it would hold it a little better, I feel. Because this is a lot to glue and trying to get it on there so quickly. Oh, I have a spot I missed. I'll just push that out. There we go. There's a lot to try to catch in here in such a short time. This is a faster drying glue. Barely Art glue is a faster drying glue. So now we'll go around these edges. Catch this. All right. I think I got it lined up. There we go. The nice part about having this white foam behind there is if I am slightly off, it's white. So it's not as big of a deal. But I feel like it's pretty lined up. It's lined up well. There we go. Do I have anything really heavy? I should have a block on here. Okay. This is when that bigger spout comes in handy, right, Lindy? Lindy is so smart. She's got two bottles. As a matter of fact, I started doing this at home. I have 2 bottles of glue. I should do it here at the shop too. One has the, I guess the thicker flow, and the other bottle has this one, the thinner flow. And it is really nice to have it for things like this because around these edges I need a little more glue than I do in the detail spots need less glue. So I think I have it pretty good here. As long as I've caught it on most everything. Whoopsie. The nice part about this is that there's not a specific top or bottom. It works in any direction. So you're not having to worry about that. All right. Yay. That's so pretty. You guys, this is so pretty. I think now you can see the shimmer. Yes. Earlier it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so I am going to bring this here, kind of like that. Yep. Trying to decide if this up here, I kind of like that. All right, this is when you get to help me decide. Sentiment at the top. What do you think? So I'll wait for you guys to respond. I know Lindy won't. I have this leftover foam that I can use behind there. As a matter of fact, thank you, Eliza. That's so sweet. Yay. I am going to go ahead. Well, no, I can't do that, can I? I'll just, I was going to cut out a piece of foam for the sentiment, but it actually is going to end up laying up here on top of some of this, so. Yeah, I like it at the top too, Eliza. I think I like that better than sticking it kind of over here to the side. I like it up here. Yep, it kind of balances it. Lindy. That was great. Oh my goodness, I love that. She just got ... That's her response. That's great. I love it. Oh my word. Our friends, you know, they're there for us always. In good times and craft times. Oh my word. Lindy, that was hilarious. We kind of have this little inside joke that I never pick what she wants anyway, so she's not gonna comment. It's kind of funny. All right, let's come over just a little more. Okay. Hoping that's straight. So pretty. All right, so I have to tell everybody about this challenge. So this actually, tonight was a challenge. I actually sent Lori out into the shop and I told her to pick me out some products. And I told her what colors I wanted to use. And she went out and she picked me the product. I told her I wanted to use, anyway, she picked the dies, the stamps and the dies. And I decided, I kind of took it from there and we kind of talked about it, picked out some of this, the shiny paper and whatnot. But anyway, this was my challenge. She just handed it to me and I just was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I gave her the parameters and she went and hunted for it, which was awesome. I think I'm too far over because it's gonna have to, yeah, that's good. So anyway, Lindy, that's great. That was fantastic. I needed the belly laugh. Really needed it. Okay. Now I think I have enough room that it can rest up here along these edges. Yes, I do. Perfect. Hip, hip, hooray. And folks, I'm just gonna pop this on a base and it is done. Yay. Whoops, there we go. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't need anything else because it's got so much shine and shimmer that it works just fine. So great job. Shout out to Lori. Great job picking the products that I was going to use for my live tonight. That was great. I love it. Let's see who else was here. Julie Picaro was here. I think she also kind of walked through the store. She was in here shopping, doing a make and take for her Better Press Society. So, yeah. Good job, guys. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so nice. All right. I do love this die. This die is really, really pretty. This frame is just gorgeous. All right. Done. You know, so the cardstock in the background works. You could also ink blend a background and you could do some splatter on it, white splatter. There are all kinds of things that you could do in combination with this. So yeah, thank you, woohoo. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, Eliza, Lindy. You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I appreciate you sitting and chatting with me while I create. It makes a huge difference. I really do appreciate it. So I hope you guys have a blessed night and rest of your week and weekend. Just love, love, love that. So stunning. Oh, thank you. You take care too. You have a lovely weekend as well. Thanks. Hugs back. Thanks, Eliza. Thank you, Lindy. And we made it through, even though, you know, sometimes stuff happens. Stuff happens. I might be able to salvage it in some other way. We'll see. I could use this side, so it's not a total disaster. It's usable.